Hey y'all, it's Shani, Certified Feline Training and Behavior Specialist with Wild at Heart, and these are my top 5 things when adopting a new cat or kitten. Number 1 is setting up a safe room. It's way too overwhelming for most cats and kittens to introduce your entire home right when they arrive. So find a room that's quiet and not highly trafficked, and make sure that they have everything that they need in that room. Their litter boxes, cat tree, scratchers, beds, and make sure you hide all of the inappropriate hide places and provide appropriate hide places. So areas like under the bed or in a messy closet, you want to deny them access, but provide appropriate hide places where they can feel safe. When you arrive home with the cat, obviously they should be in a carrier. Place the carrier near one of those appropriate hide places that you have provided. Make sure the carrier is covered. Open the door and just prop the door open and immediately give the cat a super high value wet food or treat. You want to positively pair them arriving to their new environment. Now just give them time to come out on their own. It's okay if they don't come out. You don't want to force them. And it's okay to leave the room. Not every single cat is going to want to be interacted with right away. It's very important for a cat to feel safe in their space before they even begin thinking about trusting you as their new guardian. Number 2, give your new cat control and consent over their own body. It is super important for you to be predictable with your movements in order to enable this cat to trust you. Never ever force interactions with this cat. You should be pairing yourself with only positive things. Items like high value wet food, treats, and playtime. And always bring these positive things directly to them. Do not force them to have to come out in order to eat. We don't want to have to force a cat to overcome their fear just to eat their food. We need to remember, studies prove the more consent and control that you give your cat, the more affectionate and trusting they will be of you. And when you allow them to come to you for an interaction, that interaction is going to last much longer if you start the interaction. Number 3, if you have other animals, you need to do a proper and slow introduction. For cats, I encourage you to look up Jackson Galaxy's Introducing Cat video and follow it to a T. Don't rush it. And as far as dogs go, I have a video on my YouTube. It's Wild at Heart Cats, and it's all about how to introduce dogs and cats. Number 4 is playing with your cat at least 2 times a day, and for kittens, even more than that. Now, if you have a really shy cat, you may need to introduce the toy very, very slowly. But play is so important because not only does it enable them to experience their very natural instincts, it's also a natural stress reducer and a way for you to bond with your new companion. Number 5 is feeding your cat at least 5 meals a day, mainly wet food. I'm okay with a little bit of dry food, but the majority of their food should be wet. And specifically for kittens, there is a lot of scientific research that proves we should be feeding kittens a variety of foods, flavors, brands, textures, because that sets them up later in life to be less picky. I personally allow kittens to eat as much as they want to eat because they are still growing. Kittens need to be on kitten food because kitten food is higher in protein and fat. Anytime we are bringing a new animal into our home, we need to be patient. It can take cats sometimes months to fully decompress and settle into a new home. So please give them that time and allow them to trust you on their terms. And I encourage you to adopt those shy cats at the shelter because often they are the most loyal and loving cats when you just get them out of that completely unnatural and stressful environment of a shelter. I have a video on my YouTube. It's Wild at Heart Cats, and it's labeled Adopting a Shy Cat. You need to scroll all the way down because it is one of my older videos, but it just goes into more detail about adopting a shy cat, but it's also for any cat, whether they're shy or not. Lastly, thank you so much for adopting a cat and not buying from a breeder. I've worked for shelters for the last 5 years, and what cats face in our country is dire. There's literally hundreds of thousands of healthy, happy cats that are killed every single year. And one of the reasons is because people continue to breed cats and people continue to buy those cats. If you stop buying the cats, those breeders who only care about money will stop breeding the cats. Always adopt, never shop.